Velotric. How do you take one of our favorite best value e-bikes and make it even better? Well, it's pretty simple. You create the one and only Nomad. Bigger tires, a better suspension, and this bike is a ton of fun. Keep on watching our honest review to find out more. All right, meet the Nomad 1, Velotric's new e-bike. It is a fat tire e-bike. It retails for $15.99 and it's loaded with great features. Besides being one of the most beautiful bike brands that we've tested, I love their colors. This is just a nice like steel gray. Whew. This bike just has everything you need, nothing you don't, and some really awesome added extras. Like this bike has hydraulic disc brakes. I have not found a really solid e-bike for, this price, $15.99, that has hydraulic disc brakes. And we just love Velotric. If you want their best price, I'll put the link below. You can click that and see. But they are always offering great deals. We'll put our best deal that we've got. They give us some special deals sometimes since we are one of the first people to test this out. But a couple things I want to highlight about this bike before I take it for a ride. First thing is it does not come with a rear rack. So if you want that, you have to add it. I'll put the price and exact specs on that up there. Putting this e-bike together is relatively easy, but it's just a good stinking looking e-bike. It has a built-in battery, a range of about 45 miles or so. Technically all e-bikes have an unlimited range because you can pedal. It does have a 750 watt motor, peaks at 1200 watts, so it's got more than enough juice. It does have a thumb throttle, not a half twist throttle. It is on this left side, which is unique because on the Discovery, it is on the right side. I've reached out to them to ask what's going on. It's got a nice trip computer as well. But let's go take this for a spin. Let's go do some nomading and see how this e-bike performs. I mean, just on looks alone, it's pretty stinking awesome. I love the fat tires. Let's go take this for a spin. See if we can find some spots to Nomad. All right. Now it does have 5 levels of pedal assist. So when you start the bike, it starts out at 0. So when you hit the thumb throttle, it doesn't do anything, but you can knock it up to level 1 or 2 and get a nice little pickup there. It does have a good little pickup to it. It's not super subtle like some of the other e-bikes that we've tested here. Let's bump this up to level 5. Whoa. Woo. Whoa. Let's see how fast this bad boy goes in a straight line. And then I'll do a brake test for you. Okay, ready? Here is, stop here. And let's go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 19.6 with just the throttle. Now I believe this will go a little bit faster with pedaling. Let's try it out. That makes it a class 2 e-bike with just the throttle. Let's see if it'll keep on going. I'm going 15 miles an hour here. Just keep on rocking and rolling. Woo! Switch it up a gear. And the pedal assist does kick off there right at 20 miles an hour, which is okay. It's a class 2 e-bike. I bet you there's instructions somewhere where I can take off the limit to it. But one just subtle thing that I just noticed just from my very first time doing this, which I was pretty impressed by, is the gears. And this may seem like a funny thing at first to highlight, but I promise you it's not, is the gears themselves. Now, the reason why that's interesting is because sometimes I don't even feel like I ever need to change gears, but this last gear, this 8th gear's got a little bit of a different shifter on it, is not super easy to start from. But I actually like that because it means you have more control over the bike as a whole, because you can change both obviously the gears and the pedal assist levels. This does have a nice front suspension. Woo, there's that big takeoff there. Whoa! And then here's where I use the throttle the most. You probably seen me do this before, is crossing the road. That way you are guaranteed. Oh, there is some ice here. All right, hopefully I don't fall. Oh geez. Yikes, bites. Okay, all good. These nice fat tires are actually perfect for snow. Not as good for ice. You just have to go real slow here, but handle that, no problem. But I was not gonna test my luck. And you know, there's ice over here right now. Whoa, that e-bike just kind of just takes off. It is a little much on 5. Let's knock it down, especially in the snow here. And 2, let's do 3. This goes. Oh yeah. Got some frisbee golf going on here. It's pretty cool. Man, this is pretty cool bike takeoff roading. Oh yeah. This bike feels real solid too. Oops, here's a gopher hole. Ooh, I don't want to get stuck in that. Whoa, this bike's. Woo! All right, back in business. I do like this e-bike has front and rear fenders, especially for days like today where it could be just a little bit sloppy. Woo. Once again, just go slow on these ice patches here. Whoa, 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 that was too much. Let's slow that down a little bit. Yeah, the pedal assist levels on this bike are very distinct. I'm only on 3 here and I can tell a big difference between that and 5. And also using the gears, I'm in that higher gear like I said, so you can lower it down a little bit. If you need to go a little slower, lower the gear, be nice and easy, breezy. All right, now who is this e-bike for? Now, I really like the Velotric Discovery 1. It just was a nice combination of all the things that you love about e-bikes, and they, you know, come from some pretty reputable brand and people that have made that bike in the manufacturing process. So I really like that aspect of it. Now, this e-bike is just going to be a little heavier duty. That's really all it comes down to, is this bike is a heavier duty version of the Discovery 1. This e-bike is not for the faint of heart, but you probably also wouldn't be looking at an e-bike like this with giant fat tires if you wanted something that's a little calmer. But for $15.99, and as the day I'm riding this, couple days after Black Friday here, you get for like $13.99. That's an awesome killer deal on a great e-bike with hydraulic disc brakes, integrated battery, and just looks stinking good. I actually think it's one of the best bangs for the buck in terms of a big fat tire off-roading e-bike. Now this is the high step version, which I believe is, I'll put the full specs of who it says that it's best for, the sizes, but it goes up to 6'9". I have a friend that's asked me, hey, he's 6'6", he said, hey, do you ever review e-bikes for people that are taller? Says this e-bike is good for people up to 6'9", which is just a crazy height difference. There's also the step-through version of this bike. You know, some people have complained that step-through versions on these big fat tire off-roading e-bikes are not as sturdy. And to be honest with you, I'm not that heavy of an off-roader, as you can tell. But then the step-through bikes that I've tested, I haven't tested the step-through one of this, has been plenty sturdy. I've had zero problems whatsoever with the overall sturdiness of that e-bike being a step through. So if you want to, you have some mobility issues, you don't want to lift your leg over, I am actually on team step through these days, simply because I like being able to just hop on the bike and not have to, you know, sling my foot over. Hey, little chipmunk, woo! Whoa, I went right over him, that was pretty cool. He probably is scared for his life. But so I'm in pedal assist level 3, I'm in gear 7, and this is like the perfect 15-mile-an-hour cruise. You know, the pedal assist on this e-bike is pretty pronounced, but only when you start. It's not like the Hemingway Zebra, which is the most inappropriately named e-bike that I have ever tested. But fun e-bike. But this bad boy, once you get past that first kick, the pedal assist is just like butter. It's really smooth. I like that. Obviously, when you first take off, you do feel a little bit more of that. It is nice when you're needing to go faster, but just something to be aware about is it is a little bit more touchy as you go. So let's take this a little bit more off-roading. I'll give you my thoughts here. Let's get a little mud on the tires. Always be careful on intersections because people do not see you. And that's not even like a bike thing. It's just, people aren't even looking at the road, they're looking at their phones. Let's pick it up. Woo! There you go. You heard that, feel that pickup go, level 5 pedal assist, and you just go right up to 20 miles an hour. No problem whatsoever. It's a beautiful day in northern Colorado here. Woo! I will take it. Yeehaw! It's been flipping cold. All right, now this is a little bit of a crazy road. I gotta adjust my camera here, so. Yeehaw! That's fun. This bike, I mean, it's not really off-roading like big time, I know, but it's still fun. Now, I don't know how else to explain this, but I'll do my best here. This bike just feels sturdy. I mean, obviously it's got big giant tires, but it's very well balanced. And it just feels like you've got like a foot in the ground as you're going. Like it's just almost like you're on a rail. It's almost that sturdy. It's, you know, just about as sturdy as other bikes I've tested, or sturdier than other bikes I've tested for sure. But it just gives you a little more confidence when you're going. Obviously you've got brand new tires on it. It's the first time real riding this bike, but it is just sturdy and gets you going straight. Yeah, it's awesome. Woohoo! Wow, what a beautiful day. Pick it up. A little forward. Now I do really like this screen here, actually, while you've got a view of it. It gives you all the information you need, except for a clock. How come none of these bikes have clocks built on? Whoa, that's pretty cool. I wish they would include a clock so I wouldn't have to look at my watch to see what time it is, but no big deal. There is a USB port right here, which you can use to charge your phone, which is awesome. Now, another great thing about this e-bike, if you have the Discovery 1 and you have, you know, like maybe your wife has the Discovery 1 and you have this, cool thing is the batteries are interchangeable. So you can, you know, if one of them's low and you need to use it, forget to charge it, that is an awesome plus. You can use them both on here. Takes a couple hours for them to charge. What I recommend is people plug them in before they go to bed, unplug them right before they, unplug them right when they get up. That way you always have full charge. You're not, you know, like old school batteries where they get some memory to them. Just make them, keep them charged, keep them out of the super hot and super cold, and you should be good. Woo, that's fun. These hydraulic disc brakes do make a big difference. I'll do a little brake stuff here just to show you. Be going full speed, fast as I can. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 and a half, and stop. That's pretty darn good. That's really good. I could have gone even, you know, faster, but I did not want to slam on the brakes and skid out. Little bump. Oh yeah. This front suspension is pretty killer too. I love it. All right, now I'm gonna take us up a hill, pretty steep one at that, and some speed bumps here too. Woo. And eBike takes it like a champ once again. I lost the car in front of me. No problem going up a hill. And if you want, you can even just do the throttle. If you don't want a little exercise for the day, hey, I don't blame you. Little doggies. Yeah. And even if you just want to go cruising around, it's a great little e-bike for that. I would always recommend that you get a rear rack or something like that on your e-bike because it just makes it easier to carry stuff with you. It also makes some really cool front racks. Man, for 1,500 bucks or so, I don't know if you could put together a much better e-bike than this one. I love it. It's awesome. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comments below. And I hope to see you again real soon.